Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 152 of Trials Trebuchets. I'm your Dungeon Master, Luke, and joining me are my players after 7 years of not recording. It's finally here. We're finally recording again. This is the second batch of recording ever in history. I'm so glad to be here with my players. Please introduce yourselves.
It was so dark. Hi, my name is Ben, and I play the level 7 gnome wizard Windsor Wallaby, along with his cunning little companion, Mr. Wiggles. Boy, I haven't said that in a long time.
Meow.
Who said that?
Who said that? Hello everyone, it is me, Carla, and I play the level 7 Tiefling Roguelog Integrity Idle Berry. Swim and team went up the hill to fetch artists a body. 3 fell down, 2 broke their crowns, 1 lived happily ever after.
Wow.
Wait, that's not how that goes.
No, 3 of us are dead. Thanks.
Whoops.
Oh, I'm done.
Hi, Ben. I'm Sarah. I play Mira Sean, the level 7 half-elf bard. The brain. There is nothing like the brain. That's all I got. It's been
Okay.
Hi there, I'm Sam, and I play the level 7 human sorcerer, Sarah Deb Cinderman. As you all know, the wonderful lore of, we recorded everything up until now, all at once, and we took a 10-minute break, and now we're back to record the rest.
It feels like it's been a long time because this is the first break we've ever had.
Yes.
It feels like
You
it's been
savor
years.
every second.
This is
You
the
really
first chance
do.
I've ever had to prep, and so it's gonna be it is all gonna make sense. No more plot holes, no more lulls in the story.
There's
all
never
just
been a
gonna,
plot hole. What do you mean?
Never, ever.
Well, technically,
thing
there
has been
is
back
a plot hole. It's
together.
a
We
nebulous.
Train, something that does not exist in this universe.
And last time on Trials and Trebuchets, the students summoned crabs, discs, and storms in order to bring life to a single and solitary flesh golem. Meanwhile, Serenepth remained to throw a banished concourse worker, Bert, off the group's tail and to comfort Karina Lindman in the infirmary.
Infirmary.
I don't know why, but the way you put the
firm.
pause in, they summoned crabs, and then
summoned crabs.
Serenep threw a banished dude, and then like, yes.
Incredible.
And that's all we do in these episodes, right? Is just recap what happened last time and then end it.
Yep.
right?
Yes.
It's just a never
Bye.
ending
See you
recap.
guys next time.
Never.
So we find ourselves, I'll ask you all, because I care about what you value and what you want instead of just strong-arming you into the things I think are cool or
Wow,
fun
you're
or
so
neat.
nice and considerate.
Yes, thank you
That
for
breaks,
the
like, really-
obligatory... Yes.
Those 10 minutes really helped us all.
I'm a changed dungeon master, you know?
I can really feel the bond between us.
Yes. So do you want to pick up right from where we stopped, or do you want me to summarize the events of what would have transpired and just throw you back onto campus?
I mean, I can't imagine my character did anything besides wait for everyone to
Yes.
get back. So, I mean, like, whatever you guys
Yes.
want to do in that case.
Yeah, it might be good to have us all in one place.
Probably.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Well, luckily we all came to a consensus, which was what exactly I wanted to do anyways. So I'm happy you all agree with me. So...
Your choice was meaningless anyways.
You know what? I want to go hang out with the tree.
So, the 3 of you, Mira Marchand, Integrity Idleberry, and Winsler Wallaby, were with Indumati, as well as Delnis in her neck of the woods, summoning flesh golems, or giving life to flesh golems, rather. After giving life to that flesh golem, there was a quiet walk back to Indumati's home, where she gave you, Winsler, a ripped-out set of pages that have the spell Magic Jar. She explained to you that the flesh golem is probably going to decay in the next 24 hours, so you should probably get on that fairly quickly. Did not give you a clap on the arm or any physical contact of the sort, and asked you to leave.
Okay.
With
I feel like it's
So-
probably a mistake to give Windsor spells such as that, but, you know.
It is what it is. So, with that, the 3 of you and your accompanied NPC, Delnis Wraithrin, I think her name is,
Sounds
have
something like
returned. Okay, cool. I think it might be Delins, but I'm not sure. Some people spell it
Denny's?
that way.
Denny's.
So the three of you and Delnis return back to campus. You exit through that wonderful concourse door. The person in the booth, a gnome you might know by the name of Bert, fiddles with some controls, and the door behind you in the stonework vanishes. You have also in your possession, and possession's a word, you have in your party, I guess is a better way of saying it, a large, lumbering flesh golem. It is a mosaic, a quilt of body parts, of fleshes of sorts, lumbering and listening to Winsler Wallaby.
I have elected to call it Dave.
Dave,
Aw.
excellent. I can't wait till you kill Dave and replace him with Artis. So, the floor is yours, everyone. This is the scene. The world doesn't seem to be interacting with you at large right now. Please just tell me what you would like to do. Then it's also, by the way, I should describe things a bit better than just saying this is where you are. It's about evening-ish. You had been in Indomades for an hour or two, and it is very late autumn. There's only, I think this is the second last day of autumn, actually. So tomorrow's the last actual day of autumn, and then it's the first day of winter, which also means the Autumn's End Festival is coming to an end.
Good.
So, the air is cold and the darkness of the evening has crept in. You can almost see, I think you could firmly actually see your own breath in the air as you're walking here, and your fingers might be getting a bit chilly. Those pointed ears, Winsler and Mira, might go a little numb if you don't have a hat to tuck them in, as it were, or some sort of earmuffs, that kind of stuff.
Mira
So,
has little ear cozies. They just like go on like the very
go on
tips of
the
your
ends.
ears. Yeah.
Doesn't Integrity have
That's
pointed
cute.
ears?
Oh shit, yeah. Integrity made Carla made tieflings have pointed ears in this world, so Integrity, your pointed ears also feeling a bit chilly. Nonetheless, what are the three of you up to? What do you want to be doing?
I want to look
What do you
for
say
like
to
a
each other?
sheet, like a big
sheet.
sheet, or like
A big sheet.
Come to
Yeah.
our potluck immediately.
A
or like
sheet
or
of
like a
what?
curtain that's not being used or something like that.
Oh, I thought you meant a sheet of paper. not
No,
a
like
fabric
like a
sheet.
bed sheet, or like just a
Mm.
big piece of like fabric of some kind, because I want to cover
Okay.
up Dave,
Excellent.
so as to not draw attention.
You see someone whistling. I'm not going to whistle because I can't do it on command. You see someone whistling, walking down the cobblestone paths of Wildcliff. They are pushing a big wooden bin with little casters on the bottom. Within it is a bunch of laundry that needs to be done. They seem to be transporting it, Winsler. They wave at Bert, the concourse worker, and carry on past the group of you. They'll nod briefly, like a stranger would. They seem to just be some rando faculty member, but they're pushing a cart full of sheets and linens, Winsler.
How far away are they?
They're like 10 feet away from you. You could run at them and grab something if you'd like.
Tackle them.
Run at them and grab something. Yeah, sure. I'll just run up and grab the largest like piece of linen I can find.
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
This is going to be very bad. Okay, natural 20. So
Oh, excellent.
with that would be 23.
Nice. Winsler runs up as this worker kind of like is doing a big old and like closing their eyes, taking a big, overly exaggerated yawn. Winsler, you scuttle up and like pull a sheet out of the very top. It like just foosh. It makes a beautiful fooshing noise. There seems to be a big orange stain in the middle of it, as if I don't know what happened there, but it's there.
Spaghetti
It
sauce.
needs to be cleaned. Spaghetti sauce, yeah. And you can pull that and like bundle it under your arms as this worker goes, gosh, this stuff just takes it all out of me. And they have their eyes shut the entire time. And then they open their eyes, look at the cart, be like, anyways, off to clean this, and then just continue pushing that cart away. Winsler, you under your arm have a big fitted sheet. You can throw it over the flesh golem
Well,
if you would like.
If I throw it over Dave, they're not going to be able to. It's not going to be able to see, right? So I'm
That's what you
gonna
hold its hand for.
I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna conjure up a pair of
Oh my
scissors.
God. A pair of blue glowing scissors appear in your hands, Winsler, oversized comically.
And I'm gonna cut out a hole in the, like a small hole, just enough so that its face can like rest in it, and they can see where they're going.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw it over top.
Not even just
Absolutely,
eye holes, just like
No, just a cutout.
It goes to the chin, the ear, and like the ears don't pop out, and then it just slightly above where eyebrows ought to be but are not. And the flesh golem stares down, its hands resting by its side. It looks like a very tall, ominous figure now, wearing this weird stained sheet.
You know, I feel like you kind of made him look like a ghost.
Yeah, maybe, but I feel like it's more normal to probably run into a ghost around here than it is, a big
point.
hulking thing made of
Flesh golem.
bunch of body parts.
You know what? That's a very good point.
I've run into like 7 flesh golems, but I've never run into a ghost, so I don't know how accurate that really is.
You know, a ghost actually helped give me relationship advice when I was asking you to the dance.
Oh, and you followed it.
Well, the ghost was apparently a matchmaker when he was alive. It was a whole thing. But although on the topic of like flesh golems and other stuff, do we want to be like trying to get people on board with this now?
I think we should probably do that as fast as we can because Dave here is not gonna last that long.
Yeah. I don't know if we should like just tell people it's a potluck though, just because that seems like a shitty thing to do. Maybe we should like just advertise what it is. Like, here's a super cool magic procedure that you can be a part of if you would like, and it's like
gain
exciting
experience.
And a big deal.
and you're just gonna ask random people on
I don't
campus,
know.
like advertise to anyone, or are you
We
not
could
just
put
gonna?
up posters.
I mean, unless you
Well, what
tell
if, like-
us who's part of your group.
I don't know what you're talking about. And she'll look at you, Integrity, with a coldness I don't think
Ooh.
Delnus has ever looked at you with.
Ooh.
I'm going to shrug that off, and I'm going to just like mouth without like saying it out loud.
Yeah, but this is an audio podcast, so what did you say? Hey, listener, what do you tweet at us right now? What do you think Integrity has said? Anyways, moving on.
No, wait, let me say it. I mouthed I'm sorry without any noise.
Okay, Delnus will mouth back, and then you can all carry on.
I didn't even see that.
Neither do the listeners. It's an authentic experience.
Delnus will, though, turn back to you and say, okay, but what if, like, some weirdos show up?
I mean, that's not a bad thing, right? Like, if it's people we don't know that well who have magic, then like, you know?
If something goes wrong,
Okay.
Well, I wasn't saying if something is wrong, you know?
How
just
about-
like, we need all of the help we can get, right?
that's true.
Okay.
How about we make them
So-
audition for it?
Audition. Do you have time for that?
It's just sort of like screening them when they walk in, like, oh, are they creepy?
I mean,
If
we
yes,
could probably
in.
set up a place and then put like a desk out front so that when somebody comes up and says, "Hey, I saw your advertisement," we can be like, and
like,
shoo
what
them
are
away.
the vibes? Yeah.
Okay.
So where
are
are
we
gonna
put posters up, or is it just word of mouth?
Well, we could do both. I mean,
Okay,
there's.
yeah.
I need to go to the library anyway because there's like some
Mhm,
books I want to check out. They probably have some, you know, writing supplies. Make some, put them up. Maybe kind of go around telling people, and then we pick an exact time and place tonight, and we just see who shows up.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
works for me.
I can help with that. I can probably look for someone I know who is very good at making lots of posters. If they're looking at me like it's like they don't know who I'm talking about, I'm going to say, "Oh, it's Syndra."
Oh, that's such a good idea. She's super good at like slogans and posters and messaging.
Plus, maybe we can also invite her.
Yeah, she might be down for it. I mean, it involves golems, though I don't know if it involves golems in a way that she would like.
Probably not.
Because we are kind of, you know, using your fresh golem to bring back our own mentor. She might get a little
A golem is a
about
golem.
that. Yeah.
When every single time you all say the word golem, the flesh golem says golem.
I don't like that.
It's a Pokemon?
So then, in that case, where did you want to do this stuff tonight? So is this going to be like an under the cover of darkness kind of like at midnight when the clock strikes 12 kind of thing?
I feel like for the
midnight
kind of
has
magic we're
gravitas.
doing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So where did you want to do this?
How do people feel
In the middle of the
in
forest,
the middle
dark.
of the dark?
What if we just did it at
Middle of the
Artis's
field.
cottage?
Oh my
cleaned
god.
it up, cleaned it up before he woke up. Hopefully, make it look a little bit nice. We can get there early. We're good at doing concourse stuff now. We know the way.
We could make it. We could just tell him, the whole thing was a dream.
I think that's a really good idea because then no one can watch over us, really. Only people who can be there will see.
It's true.
The chapel is also an option. Artist's house is an option. Your dormitory.
Oh my god.
are
Well,
options.
Serenep's dorm.
There's a table big enough.
Artist has like a decently sized backyard, doesn't he? So I feel like that would
does.
be better
Yes.
for like open space.
A large group
'Cause
of
I
people
don't know.
doing a necromantic
The chapel
ritual.
doesn't exactly have the biggest rooms,
It has a whole ass
Exactly.
chapel room.
Yeah,
What are
but
you
that's a
talking about?
chapel
It's like
room.
a whole ass. Okay.
Plus, there's like creepy entities watching us in the chapel.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know if it would be
true.
right to just, commit necromantic like arts in front of like, I
In
don't
a
know,
godly
a holy,
place.
a holy
Shrines to the
altar
gods.
with like the tribunal of gods watching.
Damn it. Okay. I rescind the.
That would be a little
the chapel.
insulting.
It was a great suggestion. I was so excited. So in that case, you can all make posters for. So everyone, tell me what your role is in the marketing and preparation of the ritual, the potluck.
I think that Mira's going to see if she can get some supplies for drawing things at the archives, but she's primarily going to the archives to pick up a book titled Night of the Living Dead.
Yes. Are you gonna bring Delnis with you?
Yeah, but she's not going to then draw attention to checking out this book on Living Dead,
Okay.
nor will she read it while
Oh.
Delnos is there.
Okay. Okay. What about the rest of you?
I am going to probably look for acquaintances that may be able to help. So sort of like Syndra, maybe she has materials to make posters. I will also sort of hey, Marundine, do you want to go to Artis's cottage?
You
And
gotta bring the snacks there.
yeah, and I'm also
stuff.
going to sneak in Bert's
Oh.
bin
Bert's
Oh.
bin.
to
The concourse worker Burke.
Is that like
Yeah.
the distant cousin to Barney's big bag? Bert's bin.
God.
grab Artis's key.
Oh.
Okay. That's quite a bit. That's quite an ordeal of things. Okay. And then Winsler, what did you want to be doing?
I am going to multitask.
Okay. Everyone else seems to be doing that too, so
Well,
join the club.
I am going to get I'm gonna get 2 pieces of wood or something and some rope,
Yep.
and I'm gonna fashion a little harness for Mr. Wiggles with the signs will be
God.
hey, meet at this locale if you want to do some cool stuff. So I'm gonna have him walk around and sort of be a
a
walking
moving billboard.
advertisement. Just
Okay.
not too far, but close enough to me that he doesn't get lost or
Poof away.
vanish or poof away.
Yes.
While I am going to go
Excellent.
find Serenep and
Excellent.
inform her
Okay.
of the situation.
Okay. Let's do that one. Winsler, you wander. You are assembling this little billboard to put over Wiggles's back, and while Mira and Delnis have gone, and while Integrity just disappears into the darkness of night, and it literally just you blink and she's gone, off to do her dark bidding in the night, also known as making posters with her friends. And the concourse worker will say, "Hey, thanks for that, looking out for me. By the way, in case you were looking for your friend, the one who stayed behind to make sure I was super good and okay and everything. Again, I cannot overstate how thankful I am for you all looking out for me, getting my back, she went off to the infirmary. I actually said bye to her here, and then we ran back into each other over there. It was a bit awkward, but what can you do? But just in case you were wondering about where she was at, she's over there."
Winsler's just staring at him with just blinking and with the blankest of faces. Right, okay, all right. And he just leaves.
Leaves, walks away. Mr. Wiggles prancing behind you. So, Winsler, you walk across campus and arrive at the infirmary. It is a plus-shaped building, like the Swiss flag, you know, like a big plus. And you enter in through the not swingy doors, the actual full-ass wooden doors. And in there on the left, next to an unconscious and sickly-looking Angelica Lindman, is Serenep, still seated in a chair. No Karina here. Serenep, that's actually an interesting note, is that Karina left and then never returned.
Sus.
Nonetheless, Winsler, you see Serenep seated there.
I'm going to walk up behind her and tap her chair. Hi, Serenep.
A bunch of people in the infirmary turn their heads and go, "Oh my!"
So sorry about that. I think like depending on how long they were, because they were gone for a little while. I imagine she might have like fallen asleep for
Dozed
a little
off.
bit there.
Yeah.
And so him tapping just like full like panic mode, and she turns. She goes, "Oh, hi, Winsler.
Are you okay?
Sorry, that got my heart going. So you guys are back. How did everything go?
We're back. We're on to the next phase of the plan.
Okay.
We got our flesh golem.
Mm-hmm.
Dave if he's not outside, he's probably right behind me.
Yeah, I was gonna hi Dave.
You see a 7.5 foot tall being of meat standing there, Serenep. Its face poking out, eyes and kind of burnt flesh from lightning striking it multiple times over the course of a storm. Its face poked out of a white stained sheet, and the infirmary workers are looking with like a hesitation at what's happening, and it just stares down at you. And every time Winsler says Gollum, it goes Gollum.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to make it a little less obvious by putting a sheet over top of it, but it seems to have not done the trick very well. Anyways, everyone's getting ready. We're going to be looking for some folks to come and help us out with the thing. I think you should come along with us and help us out. I got Mr. Wiggles going around and doing some advertising with a cute little harness on him, and he's got like little signs and stuff.
Aww. Okay, so we're going around recruiting people. Is there anything specific that you want me to do? I mean, I wasn't really there for the whole discussion and everything. Was there anything specific?
I'm not exactly sure. It's gonna be taking place at Artis's cottage.
Okay, wait, how are we going to get there is there more than...
I was gonna ask how we do that, but Integrity vanished before I could even get a chance to ask. Like I blinked and she just vanishes like that.
I gotta look in the booth, and it just kind of looks like you put it into this like slot, the crystal for a certain place, and it then opens up the portal. So I guess that would be the easiest way. I don't remember how late the booth is open in the night though.
Bert was still there. He was a little weird.
Basically, I just said he fainted when you banished him, and he woke up, and then he went to the infirmary. He's all good. Gonna get some rest.
Well, I'm glad that went smoothly.
Yeah, that was unexpected, I'm gonna be honest, but that's all good. Okay, I guess if not that booth, I guess I can try and see if there's another place with that kind of mechanism in the school, see if there's another way to get there.
I will say, you know that you can get to people's residences via, and it's set up to do so right now, via the Hall of Voyages, where there are teleportation circles. You just need someone's password essentially to get to their house. I'm not sure you know specifically what Artis's password is, but you could just try to brute force and guess your way in if you wanted to try that.
Okay. I guess I relay that information to Winsler. And
Serenep takes on a different weird voice that sounds like this and says that information to you, Winsler.
Dude, my memory is like, you can tell me something and
I
can completely forget half of it in the next step.
I get you, yeah.
All right, well, I guess we could go check that out.
Okay.
While everyone else is doing their thing. If that doesn't happen to work, then we can just head back to where Bert is, I guess, and meet up with everybody.
We have a good rapport with Bert now, so maybe it can just be asking if we could get the crystal. Okay, I can ask to get the crystal because I was the one who...
You have more rapport than I do. I
mean, to be fair, he doesn't know that you banished him. So
Gollum.
no, but
I didn't even say it that
So-
time.
I think we should get a move on because this Gollum is not gonna last
Getting
that
restless.
long.
Yeah. Both of you give me perception checks of the Golem, please.
Oh.
As you exit the infirmary, Serenep, you take a single glance back at Angelica Lindman lying in that bed. Again, she's unconscious. She looks sickly, but the attention turns to the Golem as it just goes, Golem.
That's a 5.
Ah, yes.
15.
It looks like a golem. It looks to be made of flesh, a quilt of flesh. It looks...
And also a quilt.
Yes, it does have a quilted sheet over it, stained with oranges of a sort. You all deliberate between yourselves as you walk to the Hall of Voyages.
Got nail polish everywhere.
Yes, it's spilt nail polish all over itself. Just a terrible incident. Mira Marchand.
Hello, I'm Mira.
Oh, hi, Mira. It's a pleasure to have you here. You and your girlfriend, Delnis, maneuver your way, and by maneuver, I mean walk the 30 feet over to the entrance of the Grand Archives. To describe the Grand Archives, because it's been 700 years since we've been here in a big way, and not that this is a big way, but just the chance to describe things so people don't forget, because it's been a very long time that we've been doing this podcast. It's the very back of this cavern that Wildcliff is built in. It's like a facade almost, like if you think of Petra, is that correct?
Yeah, Petra is that one like
the
structure
ruin?
that's built into the.
Yeah.
It's aesthetically similar to Petra, if you were. So where it's like this stone carved in relief into a naturally existing thing. It's not its own freestanding structure, is what I'm trying to say.
Cool.
And it's very tall. It extends up to the very top of the cavern. So you enter in through these grand doors. Delnis will say to you, is there anything you need me to, do you want to split up so that we can cover more ground? I can go try to find some stuff if you want, and you we can split up into different parts of the library?
Sure. Do you know where they have, poster board or anything like that?
I never have used the stuff from the archives itself. We have, we would just get it at the house, or I would, take it from the necromancy department.
Okay.
But...
I can look around. There's a book
Okay.
that your mentor recommended I should read called Night of the Living Dead. You might know more where that is than me.
Okay.
Could you grab
yeah,
that?
Sure, absolutely. No worries.
Cool, thanks.
Okay, I'll meet you back here in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
And she'll walk calmly as there is a sign here that says no running in the archives in a very nice mechanical looking script. And she walks off along the carpeted walkways in the archives. Mira, you walk in. The light in here is dim. It's very cozy in here. There's little floating orbs of light, almost looking like little stars twinkling in the sky. The more you look at them, I think they might remind you of those will-o-wisps you had encountered in Isithil, which is an alarming sight at first until they're just floating around. But they do look like they are they're passively wiggling around and moving, so to assert they're not just locked stationary. And you see there's people up here at the front of the archives that are seated in big comfy leather chairs, reading and chatting with their parents or their friends. And you see standing at a big desk when you walk in, a woman with brown hair and big glasses, a very plain-looking human woman, Ava Redding. She seems to be writing some stuff in logbooks. You see a student walking away with 3 textbooks under their arm, as if they just checked them out. You can go ask Ava, or you could go and do your own thing if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll just be oh, hi, Ava Redding.
Oh, hello, Miss Mira Marchand. How can I help you? I should say, your parents came in yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They were fabulous.
They liked it?
Chatted for they really liked it. We chatted for about 2 hours with me and your father Iverin specifically about just things that I wish I could talk to the Modrons about, or if anyone else at all worked here at the archives. I just long for those kind of conversations. Like, it felt like I had a coworker for once, if I'll be honest.
Yeah, that sounds like my parents. I'm really glad that, and they didn't like, you didn't show them anything like dangerous or like it was all totally like above the board. Everything was like really chill.
She looks at you a bit puzzled and she'll say, well, there's nothing really dangerous in the archives, but I did show them like the general,
There was a book. There was a book.
But it's removed. It got removed though.
That's true.
It's much better now than at the
Good.
start of the year. I swear.
Perfect.
But yeah, I showed them around like the general area. I couldn't show them the restricted archives or like the West Wing or anything like that, of course, or like the upper archives. I couldn't show them those things, of course, because I can't go in those places. They're kind of locked off. I don't have permission.
Right.
They're handled by a different person. But of course, but I showed them everything aside from that.
Cool. Great. Okay, I'm super glad to hear they liked it. That's very, very relieving. I'm looking for like just some like poster making supplies, and I'm wondering if you might have anything like that here.
Yeah, it'll cost a bit of money.
Okay.
Just because we sell stuff for making scrolls that I could loan you. I won't try to sell you like the super expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Just some
we
like
don't
regular
need that.
ink. Yeah, regular ink, regular parchment, basic stuff. I can get you set up with that. How much did you need?
Maybe like 20 sheets of like little sheets of paper that I can kind of like tape up.
Okay. Make a I'm thinking.
Okay.
So for the paper, it should just again, it's for scrolls, so even the cheapest stuff is kind of pricey. It'll be 10 gold for 20 pages.
Oh, Mira has 10 gold. That's fine.
Oh, easy peasy. And then a bottle of ink.
10 gold.
Complimentary. Compliments of the house.
From this.
Complimentary. This is very nice.
If you buy 10, you get one free. It's a special piece of paper.
Write that down.
Excellent. 20 pieces of parchment. One little ink pot. And
10 gold.
negative 20 gold.
I will give her negative 10 gold.
Thanks. Awesome. She pays you
I
out
will add
money.
10 gold to my character sheet.
Ava will kind of like, as she's like writing this in her little ledger book, will say, do you mind if I ask what you're working on?
Yeah, we're doing like a big, like a group project today, and we want to invite people to come do it with us.
Oh, that's really fun.
Yeah.
What is it on?
It's on golems, and we want to do it with our mentor.
Artists, right? I haven't seen him. I mean, I say right as I'm trying to be casual. I haven't seen him in weeks. Is everything okay with him?
We're hopefully gonna see him tonight, so I will let you know.
Oh, wonderful. Is it open to like anyone coming in or?
Well, anyone who wants to come can come, but we're gonna be like, it's gonna be like at his cottage. I don't know. Do you guys like talk? Is that a thing? Like,
a little bit here and there. I mean, he'll come in. He would come in some mornings and just sit in the chairs out front and do a bunch of reading. And I don't know, no one really spoke to him, so it just felt right. And I mean, I bought him a gift for his birthday. So I guess we're friends. Slightly.
Well, that's cool. Have you ever been? You've probably never been to his cottage, right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's totally well, it's gonna be there. So if you know anybody who wants to come, spread the word.
Sure. Well, Mira, I hope you have a good time with good luck on your project. And I hope that lots of people stop by. Do you want to leave a poster here behind the desk for anyone walking by?
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
No problems. Mira, what does the poster say?
I think it says, exciting new golem project undergoing tonight.
Yep.
Do you want to be a part of this grand magical experiment? If so, come to Artist Artisan's cottage at midnight on whatever the date.
Do you want to be a part?
Oh my god.
For It's a little dangerous, so cool people only. Because that way, it informs people of the risk, but it also makes them want to come.
No snitches.
No
Coolest
snitches.
people only. Jesus
And
Christ.
there's like little drawings on like to get people's eyes of like there's
Okay.
one of like Artis's face.
Okay.
There's one of like a little potion bottle.
Oh my god.
Okay.
They're not like nice
Wonderful.
drawings because Mira's
Yeah.
having to like use her mage hand to like steady her right arm to draw them, so they're kind of shitty, but like they're very much eye grabbing in one way or
Make-
another.
Let's do a performance check because it's
Okay.
like your art attracting people's eyes.
My art.
My art.
Well, that's a good roll because the raw roll was a 19 and my performance is a plus 10, so that's going to be
Ooh.
29.
Holy
Wow.
shit. Okay, perfect. In that case, you can put that poster. Ava Redding will like slap it up on like the board behind the desk. Prime position for any good advertisement. You see, there's only like 2 other things, and they're both like a couple years old, so it's not like anyone really advertises here that much. But she'll wish you well as you go and sit in a chair and wait a couple minutes for Delnus,
Perfect.
who will return. She has a very wide book, or wide is a wrong word. It's thin. It's not too many pages, but it's like one of those large, almost like a coffee table book that you would buy that has like beautiful prints of something in it. And she's walking along the hall, like, and looks to have just closed it and puts it under her arm and will walk up to you, Mira, and look at you sitting in that chair and say, "Why are you getting this book?"
Well, I was actually talking about like undead stuff and like living dead stuff to Indumati, and she said that I should read this.
Yes.
I don't really know like the full contents of it, but she said that it would be of interest to me.
Okay. Do you want to check it out in your name? Because I don't want to check it out in my name.
Oh, how come?
Because and she'll look around and then lean in and she'll say, "There's spells about raising the dead in here."
Oh.
And if, like, I don't know if there's anything for your departments, but for necromancy students, we're not allowed to check those books out.
Really?
Yeah,
Like at all?
not at all. Not like raising the dead, like bringing people back to life, like raising the dead, like making undead.
Oh. Okay, I'll check it out. And to be clear, I don't want to raise any dead or anything. I'm just reading it for like informational
Yeah.
purposes. I just want
Okay.
to make you super like make sure that's clear. But yeah, I'll check it out in my name. No worries.
And she'll hand you the book, Mira, and you can get up and walk back to the front desk.
Hi, Ava Redding. So I know we
welcome
just
back.
said goodbye, but I'd like to check the book out. Just before I go. So here you go.
Okay.
It is
Is
Night
this
of
to
the
do
Living
with like
Dead.
is this to do with like tonight's
No.
stuff? Oh, just extra
Yes.
stuff. Okay. Can you? Okay. This book needs a special thing to be signed, and she'll like dig under the cabinet for a couple seconds, pull out a big piece of looks like a very big legal contract, Mira. It's like 3 pages, and like push it over to you. She goes, "It's just so that if anything happens on campus, they know who's taken this book out, because there's a
Oh.
couple other books that have like, it's not like bad magic per se, but just like it's like on the list of things that need to be moved to the restricted section.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, that's fine. I can sign it.
Yeah. We've just had a bit of difficulty getting things moved between the archive sections recently. Like the restricted section
Oh.
hasn't been like taking shipments, as it were.
Oh, I wonder why that might be. Yeah, I'll sign it. And like immediately Mira's like, just change the subject, sign this book.
Yeah. You sign it very quickly. Grab this big book. The cover art, Mira, is of like a hand popping up from the earth in front of a fucking gravestone.
Cool.
I hope it's like that one like Kim Petras like album cover where like the hand has like the nail art on it and like
Yeah. Yes. It's just that.
good.
And so you and Delnus can leave. You can start handing out posters or placing them in key locations on campus if you'd like.
Yes.
And then finally, Integrity Idleberry,
Yes.
you are scuttling around. That's a bad way to say it. You're looking for acquaintances and Syndra, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, just in case she had any extra materials.
Okay. Can you roll me an investigation check?
Ooh. 19 plus 4. So that's a 23.
Ooh, excellent roll.
Thank you. I used my
Integrity-
hands for it.
Integrity, you are walking along, paying close attention to everyone who you pass by. You see, I think you would be walking through the vendor ground, as that seems to be a hot spot tonight, and you would see 2 people kind of standing at a booth. They look as if they're waiting for the shopkeeper to grab something from the back of the back of their stall, like something in the inventory, as it were, and they're kind of just having a chat. You see a blue, very short tiefling. She has some very cool sneaks on, and Syndra Sunfire, and she seems to be talking to another student. She's wearing like the blue robes. She's wearing like these very loose-fitting, like very sash kind of like robes.
Flowy.
Just a lot of layers. Very flowy. Thank you very much, Ben. The words escaped me. They're wearing these very flowy robes. She seems to be human with dark brown or light brown skin and these dark black tattoos all over her forearms and such that you can see. But they seem to be chatting together. Integrity, you would recognize her as being on Syndra's team from when you watched the first duel that they did.
I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, "Hey, Syndra,"
Oh.
and
Syndra will say, "Hello, Integrity. This is Nadrai. She's one of my closest friends." And this girl, your upperclassman, will look at you, Integrity. She's a couple inches taller than you, which isn't much because you're very short also. She's like 5'6"-ish. And she'll look at you and say, "It's very nice to meet you."
It's nice to meet you too. We fought, if you don't remember. Oh, no, we did not fight. You guys fought. You did a good job.
Syndra will say, we are, Integrity, fighting tomorrow, though. I don't know if you've been keeping an eye on the, I don't know if you've been keeping an eye on, like, the bracket outside of Dining Hall, but we won our duel this morning, and Ndrai will nod, and Syndra will say, and it went, like, super good, and so I know you guys won this morning too, and so I know we're gonna have to fight tomorrow, and that's a bummer, and I'm very sorry for that, but
You don't have to be sorry.
oh, okay.
But
Okay, I'm glad you did arrive, because I was gonna ask you guys like tomorrow morning, but it would be kind of weird and last minute tomorrow morning. But if you win, can you still like read something for me? Like, I know Crow doesn't be like, oh, would you like to say anything? But also you can just like talk over him a bit, you know? Because like the whole, like everyone's going to be watching because it's like the quarterfinals, right?
yes. So, you can talk to me about it right now, but
Yeah.
I also was looking for you because there
Oh.
was something that I was going to ask you, and I was wondering if you have like any extra materials for making posters and stuff, because there's an event happening at midnight tonight, and I would really like to make posters for it.
And then the stall vendor walks back and goes, "All right, I got your order, 600 sheets of poster paper right here for you." And Syndra will go, "We're in the middle of buying some more right now because we were actually going to make posters for tonight and just put them on the seats for tomorrow morning in the evocation department. I can lend you a couple, like 10 if you want, or like 100. How many do you need is the thing."
Let's go with around 62.
60. Okay, that's very specific. The stall vendor will go, "I only sell in multiples of 50.
Well, can you not, what if I buy 50? And then do you guys have, I start counting with my fingers, 12 that you can spare?
Nadrai will say, "We can spare 12.
Can
What
you
are they
also, so me and my friends are doing some kind of experiment with magic with our mentor, and we just need a bunch of people with skills and abilities to help with the experiment.
Like powerful magic."
I would hope that it would be powerful. Do you know any powerful people?
I'm standing right here, but we have a duel tomorrow. I don't want to wear myself out.
Well, if you don't want to, do you know other powerful people? If you believe you're powerful, I assume that you know powerful people.
No, I don't really talk to anyone besides Syndra. I don't get along with anyone. They think I'm cold. And she's just staring at you. She's not smiling. She's not frowning. She's just staring at you, Integrity.
Do I recognize this?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you recognize this?
I'm just going to.
Yes, you recognize a stare.
Okay. Well, I see that.
Cinder, don't mind her. She's just like, she doesn't talk to many people, so it's like a bit. This is just her trying to be nice, right? And the dry will go, of course.
Oh, I'm definitely not judging you. Like, I think that people come in different, what do you call that, energies, and I really am not judging you for being the way that you are. You're great.
Thanks, I know.
And I can't wait to beat you all tomorrow.
You won't.
Oh, wait, sorry.
No, you're not going to beat us tomorrow. I'm afraid to say. We saw you duel, and it was very nice, but we're just better.
Okay.
Overly confident, I see.
I'm just going to nod at that, and I'm going to be like, well, okay, thanks for the paper, I guess.
Didn't ask.
Yeah, so 50 extra, and then we'll give you 12. And again, I'm so sorry about that. But like, again, if you do win by chance tomorrow, not by chance, it would be through skill. I'm so sorry. But if you win, then can you like relay? Can you say the message?
Oh yeah, of course. I'll go practice it
Cool.
as soon as I can because
I don't have
I need to be
script.
able to do the speech really well.
Yeah.
What is it about?
It's just about freeing the golems and how the Jeeds are slaves of the institution known as Wildcliff, and they should not be forced to do this labor. And just live here and die here at the school. I don't know if you've noticed Integrity, but they're just gone. I think they're still like imprisoned somewhere on campus. I have not seen a single golem. I've heard about a golem wandering around, but I haven't run into them.
Well, I hope they come back.
I mean, yeah. That's what the message is about, is like telling Crow and like the rest of the faculty, like, this is happening. Open your eyes, people.
I'm sure he'll listen to you.
But like kind of like if everyone's saying the same thing, it amplifies the message, Integrity. And then Dry will say, it amplifies the message.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for the paper. If you ever find anyone else who has magic and wants to do this experiment with us, let them know to meet us at midnight at Artist Artisan's cottage.
Make a charisma check for me. Or make a persuasion check, I guess I should say. And this will largely impact just the general walking around and putting posters up and trying to talk to people. Okay?
Sorry, we're not going to lose to you. Like, damn.
I got 18.
An 18. You slap some posters up. People go, what are those posters? You explain the situation. They go, oh, and walk away from you a couple of times.
I have a script that says what's in the poster.
What's on the poster?
I said, want to be a part of something amazing? Meet us in the darkness of midnight at the Artesian Cottage for a snack and some magic.
Excellent.
It's so ominous.
Excellent.
So we also have to put together snacks.
Okay. So you wander across campus putting up your 62 some posters, Integrity. You're not getting any bites on the hook, as it were. Like, some people bite the hook and then escape very quickly before you can really reel them in with your beautiful sales pitch. But I think, would it be keen or okay to say that you would approach like dining hall where there's a large mass of people and start posting things up there?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's also reasonable to like look around and be like, I know that person is smart. I'm going to sort of hand him the paper directly.
Okay. You start posting things up outside of the dining hall. You enter into the dining hall, start going around handing smart people you know. Who are the smart people you know? Who are you going up to?
Well, I'm thinking of... I don't know if I know, like, smart people. Like, I know that Kurt is smart, for sure.
Yes, that's true.
And I know Alina is smart.
Yes, that's also true.
So I'm going to go up to them. And also, while this is happening, I'm going to take a basket that is sitting in the... What's the word for it? In the dining hall.
Yes.
And I'm going to, like, grab food. Sort of like a grocery store kind of thing. Where it's like, I'm just picking up
I'm
stuff.
imagining it like you pick up a basket that already has rolls in it. You move the rolls to a different basket and start picking up other things from the tables.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. as you like with one hand are putting things into the basket and then also handing out posters to anyone who will take one. And you can very quickly locate Alina, but not Kurt. Kurt does not seem to be present right now. Also seating at the first year table is a smattering of people. You see like 6 gold dragonborn all seated around on one side, all chatting with one another. You see Sylvie in the middle of that Integrity, who seems to be getting chatted at by 5 different people all at once. And she seems to be like, she looks very stressed out, Integrity. But you see Alina sitting here. I don't know if you guys have noticed in the last year of us playing this fucking podcast, but every time I say sitting, I say seating or like seated.
I've noticed.
It's like that bullshit. It fucking pisses me off. You see Alina Hollyfield sitting at the first year table, Integrity. She is eating some. What is she eating, Sarah?
What is Alina eating?
Yes.
Spicy noodles.
She's eating some spicy noodles, Integrity, as you walk up and hand her a poster. And she'll go, slurp, as she slurps a noodle, and say, I guess I can come to this. I'm not really doing anything tonight, and I don't super want to be around my parents that much. Is there going to be stuff to eat there? Like, it says here on the poster that there's stuff to eat there, right? Is that what you're picking up right now? There's not, like, other fun things that you bought from someone or something?
Yeah, no, I haven't had the time to buy anything. I've been quite busy grabbing paper and making posters and getting all the snacks. I also have to steal something later.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that, I guess. I can be here for this, though, and help out.
Do you know anyone else who can help us? We really want like as much magic as we can because the stakes are quite high. We're in
the stakes are really
situation.
Oh, so it's like a big deal. You just said the stakes are high. You can't go back on that, Integrity, Idleberry.
I guess so. I trust you, Alina.
Okay, well, if the stakes are high, that makes me kind of uncomfortable about showing up because, like, what if I, like, ruin it? Like, you guys are very competent in what you're doing, and, like, you know, what if it's another flag situation where it's just like, oh, and then it's bad. We failed immediately.
Jesus.
That is not your fault. I mean, I felt that way too, but you know...
Why would you feel that way? You won. You guys won. What are you talking about? You felt that way.
I was so ready to fight, and then all of a sudden it was over.
But Integrity, you have more than one fight. Like, you get to fight more. Like, don't you have, like, 2 more duels or something?
Yeah, but did you see the one where we won again?
No,
I was pretty much on the ground.
Like, doing other stuff because, you know, it's like 9 in the morning. Who's going to go to a duel at 9 in the morning?
I mean, I would hope my friends would watch me at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, totally. So I'm going to have to respectfully decline.
Wait,
it sounded
no,
fun,
Alina.
but if it's
the stakes are not high. The stakes are not high.
That was a different episode. Don't worry about that.
The snakes are high when you eat the orchid
not...
dust.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 18 plus 5.
Okay.
23.
So she's trying to hand the like poster back to you, and you just push it back down into her hands, and she just kind of like looks at you, helpless to do anything, Integrity, and she goes, "Okay, I'll be there at midnight under the cover of darkness."
And I'm going to like sit down and look her in the eye.
Okay.
And sort of like just give her another like short pep talk. Because it seems like she's going through something where she feels like shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to, you know, like, that happens in duels. That does not mean that you're worse than what you think you are. You're honestly one of the smartest people I know. You bake so well. Sometimes the world just expects so much from us. And I truly think that you are so much more than what you're thinking you are. So come. Like, you have to go.
Mm-hmm. And she has, like, Integrity. She looks like she's, like, holding back from crying. And she goes, okay, yeah, I'll be there at midnight. I will see you then. I look forward to it. Thank you very much.
So find other smart people and let them know, okay?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And you can get up from the bench. She goes back to slurping noodles, a bit quiet and sadly. And you, Integrity, can go about your business. You do not see Murundine nor any of his teammates here, Integrity, unfortunately. And I guess after distributing all of the rest of your posters, was there did you actually still want to go try to fucking steal that thing from Bert from the concourse booth, Integrity?
I mean, like, so far, no one else has stopped me from.
Correct. No one has stopped you. So you can make your way back towards the concourse. You see Bert reading a small magazine that says Tinker's Digest. He seems not super distracted by anything happening, is just kind of relaxed in his moment, seemingly leaned back in his chair, feet up on the little desk in there. Very typical guard behavior. What did you want to do?
I would like to summon my birds.
Could you tell me how is that a feature of yours?
Well, I know that
there are birds around. I don't think there's any summoning needed.
Come to me, my birds.
If you were to look up and say, "Are you there?" The birds would utter a resounding "Aye, aye." There's birds perched on top of the concourse booth. There's birds in the trees nearby on the rooftops. What do you need them for, I guess?
Oh, well, I'm specifically talking about, like, the warlock birds.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because I want them to basically, like, fly around Bert and distract him enough for me to be able to sneak in and...
Oh my god.
And, like, well, first, I'm going to use my invisible mage hand to topple over the bin full of crystals.
Okay.
And then after that, I would like to use the birds to distract him away from picking them up.
Okay.
And then I can easily go look for Artis's crystal.
Mans is being hunted by like an omen of doom.
Give me an Arcana check, or actually give me a sleight of hand check to be deft and maneuverable with your mage hand, which is invisible because you're an arcane trickster.
Okay. So that is 16 plus 12, 18 for sleight of hand.
Okay. So we see Integrity crouched behind a wall. She puts out her hand as if to mime a spectral hand. An invisible hand, unknown to us, the observer, scurries on through the little open window at the bottom of the concourse booth. It goes underneath that desk and pulls over a wicker basket. You hear Bert kind of go, "Oh, shoot. Oh, this is the worst day I've ever had on this job." And he'll put down his thing. Now make an animal handling check. Integrity.
Oh, boy.
I got 7.
A 7. What do you say? What do you say to your birds?
Can you please go around that person over there?
They all look down at you. There's a moment of silence where you just hear Bert going, "Oh, dang it. Oh, this is... What if one of them... Oh, no." And then the birds all just start squawking. Aye. Down at you. And Bert will, like, shoot his head up and, like, walk over to the booth, like, window. He has, like, 6 gems, like, holding his arms, and he'll look at all those birds yelling from the rooftops. Integrity. They all are like just heads thrown back, yelling "aye" into the air, shrieking like little monsters. It seems that your attempts to coerce them to your will are not successful.
Rip.
So where is Bert right now?
Bert is like at the he's standing where he would normally be sitting in his chair and like looking out the window at all the birds to see what the commotion is about.
So how far is this?
I would imagine you're like within 20 feet or so, like just ducked behind a wall or a shrub of a sort.
So then I would like to quietly go to the fallen crystals and try to look for Artis's crystal. You look confused.
Okay. I feel like there's been a misunderstanding of the booth here. It is an enclosed little, like, you know, a toll booth? Like a toll booth is what I'm imagining here. So he's spilt them inside, is bending down within the booth itself and picking them up. It's not like an open booth like the vendor stalls or anything.
Okay.
So you can't just walk up and grab one.
Instead, I'm going to run down towards Bert.
Okay.
And be like, "Bert!
Oh! And he drops all of them on the ground. You hear one of them go clink and shatter into bits. And he'll go, "Oh my god, it's fucking bro. What can I do for you? Are you okay? Is something chasing you?" That's been happening today, apparently.
What? Who's chasing what?
No, just stuff showing up behind people and people fainting and going, are you gonna faint? Do you need me to get someone for you?
No, I don't. Come here, come out there.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. He'll clink and open the locked door of the booth and walk out, and he'll like, oh, what's wrong? Is it the birds yelling about? Like, is something bothering them? And he'll like crook his little gnomish neck. Integrity.
Yes. Like, go look at that bird over there. You need to move closer to it. If you look at one of the birds' eyes, they have like this really weird thing in them. They're like color red, and it looks like they want to kill something.
Make a deception check with disadvantage because Bert's a coward.
Oh my god.
Did you say advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage because he's a coward and you're trying to convince him of something he would never want to do.
So that is a 13.
That's a 13. Bert will shake his head viscerally and go, oh, no, I'm actually very good. I don't want to go by any demon birds who want to kill me, actually. That sounds like a way worse part of my day. And I might, knowing today's luck, they might actually just peck me to death. So I'm actually fine, but thank you so much for bringing it to my attention. I have like a little sending stone where I can like, hey, send a Crow Corp dude out here with like a ladder and a broom and just get these birds out of here. If I'm gonna do that. And he like goes back into the booth, Integrity, and you see him grab a little stone with a Crow Corp symbol marked on it, and you just see him hold it, and he goes, okay, they're on their way now. They're on their way.
Oh, I see that you dropped all these crystals. Let me help you here.
Oh, no. You're not allowed to touch them. This is a strictly kind of like my job. This one's busted. You can have the busted one if you want.
Wait, which one is the busted one? And I'm going to like crouch down and kneel down.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a way to tell which one is which?
Yeah, they all have little like tape labels on them.
Do
like,
I see
as if
any...
someone put masking tape and Sharpie and labeled them all. Make a perception check to see Artis Artesians.
So 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay. 16. You see it. You see Integrity. You see a spare piece of masking tape unattached to anything else, as it has just come unattached when the gem it was attached to smashed against the ground. The artesian gem is broken into little tiny pits.
I guess it's a mess in here. Why is it so messy in here?
I just broke a gem. I don't get paid to clean. I only get paid to like let people through doors, honestly. And it's like shift work too. So like I'm not accountable for what the other person mess they leave in here. You know how it is. You can have this busted gem though, so that it doesn't look like I broke something. That would actually help me out a ton.
Okay. Thank you. And so I'm going to grab it and I'm going to like put it in my pocket.
You absolutely do so, Integrity Idleberry. And I think at this point, you can see emerging from the archives. Let's say that took 20 minutes. That entire thing took 20 minutes. At this point, you see emerging 40 feet down the walkway from the archives, Mira Marchand and Delnus, Wraithrin Integrity, and you can rush over to the two of them if you'd like.
Yes, I'm going to run up towards them and be like, I was never here.
Okay.
Because I just made a mess.
Okay, yeah, you abandon that entire thing and run up to Mira.
What happened? Is everything good? Why are there birds everywhere?
Let's just say that my magic's gone. I don't know. I guess like it's my lack of sleep. Everything that I've been doing to try and help has been failing.
Oh no, girl, same. Remember when I tried to see if Cloud was here? Don't even worry about it. So did you get poster stuff? Because I got some poster stuff.
Yes, I do. I already gave them out. I also talked to a bunch of people. Cool. Alina's coming.
Okay.
And I also asked her if she could ask other people who she thinks will be interested in it. And also, not that big of a deal, but I'm going to grab something from my pocket. It's actually quite a big deal.
Wait,
I accidentally broke Artis's crystal key.
Oh, fuck. Well, Winsler can mend stuff, right? Can he fix it? Is it that level damage?
I mean, we can see. Where are they?
That's a good question. I think Winsler went to find Sereneth, right?
At this single moment, you see walking. You both have a moment where you just hear Winsler. What are you saying at this moment, Winsler? That they would hear your southern accent ringing out across campus.
Don't touch that.
The golem
there he
goes,
is.
Gollum, as you see it, like, leave a big flower pot alone that it was, like, trying to push over. Like a 30-pound flower pot, and just goes, Gollum, and proceeds to walk behind you.
It's one thing with Yogg, but with a golem that can't really understand much, it's really
I
difficult.
mean, he's listening to you. Like, he stopped. It's just,
I mean, I guess.
curious about
Golem.
stuff.
I didn't ask for this, though.
Yeah, kind of imprinted on you like a baby duck, didn't he?
I'm gonna start heading in their direction.
Absolutely.
Probably with integrity and
Mira and
probably
Integrity
Delmas, I don't know.
and Delnus rush over towards the other trio here, who you, Serenep, and Winsler were about to enter into the Hall of Voyages. The golem wandered off a couple of feet away and just started pushing shit over for no
Stop.
reason. And it has walked back to you as your other friends walk up and arrive as well.
Oh, hey guys.
And
There
the entire
y'all
way,
are.
Mira, you can like slap posters up if you want.
Oh yeah.
So carry on though.
There y'all are.
Serenep, did Winsler tell you about everything? Because there was like a wild process of like the lightning striking everything. You know, we had to like get the carts up there ourselves.
What?
I know.
Oh.
I mean, I was given like a very quick rundown because I'm helping. I'm checking the Hall of Voyage because we're doing it at Artist's place. I figured try and like figure out like what the mechanics are in the building. I've seen the inside of the booth because I was helping Bird out
Oh shit.
after the whole banishment thing.
Mhm.
So I have seen a bit of what the mechanics are. So I'm hoping that once we get the crystal, I'm gonna go up and ask Bird about it and see if I can. I have a good rapport with him, so I figured go up, ask him about it, and then get set up and everything, finish it a little bit early, and then hopefully we'll have more time to convene with people in our year, maybe higher, that kind of stuff.
About that, I'm going to reach down my pocket again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to open up my palm.
Yes.
Artis's crystal is broken.
What?
Yes.
What happened?
It fell.
It
It fell down. Like the crystals, Bert's crystals fell down.
Birch crystal. How did what?
It broke.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if it's mendable.
How many shards is it?
It's like
is
100 little fucking shards. It's like someone took a when ice is like really slushy and it breaks easy,
Ew,
and it
I
like
hate
goes into a
slushy
bunch of
ice.
those like that grainy little shard style of ice and snow and sleet. It's like that.
Okay. Sereneth is reaching more of a stressed point, but she like puts her hands like to her temples and she's like, okay, so there might be a backup plan. Apparently these crystals are very flimsy. Maybe there's a backup system in place where we don't need the crystal. We just need to do the password.
Delnus will say, yeah, we don't need a crystal to go I don't need one to get home. I just need like the password to get back home.
Okay.
Maybe Artist has a similar thing set up.
Okay, so in that case, 100% the password idea is now the one we're going to go and play. I am going to, in that case, I guess go back. Like, she's just kind of talking to herself at this point. Go back to our Artist's office, grab some books, like maybe try and figure out passwords that are going on for...
You leave a sticky underneath his desk.
Like an
I
old
mean,
man.
that sounds like something that artists would do.
Yeah. It could be something really obvious, like his password
Like
could
Artesian.
just be like
Password.
Artesian or Fidan
Or sadness.
or sadness.
Okay, okay, I'll go do the more obvious things. If that ends up not working, I'll head down to his office again and...
I mean, you
Check
guys
there.
are at the Hall of Voyages. Artist's office is in the basement of the Hall of Voyages, and presumably that teleportation pad is just on the second floor. So this should take no time at all. Serenep, if you wanted to run downstairs to the Artesian office, Artist's Artesian's office specifically, pop that door open, grab some, he has a little personal journal that's in one of his desk drawers that has it's this is where I keep, this is you walk 18 paces this way and 7 paces that way, and then dig 2 feet down, and that's where I keep all my valuable gold, or stuff. It has those kind of personal sheets.
She's like, why are these things so out in the open, Artist? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's literally on the first page. It's if lost, return to Artist Artesian. This is where all of my treasure is.
I'm gonna buy you.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
buy you a
gosh.
proper lockable journal, Artist. I swear.
And and then you can very quickly rush back upstairs to meet your friends and stand before a teleportation circle, small in size, with a little statue of a goblin with its little, like, its face, like, and it raised up little hands as if it's gonna do an Italian accent voice at you.
Cool.
And what would you like to say? What do you do? How do you engage with this teleportation magics?
Have, like, in the times that we have had to go somewhere, because, like,
Yeah.
the last time that we were going to go to
Yes.
Isithil, I went there early.
Mm-hmm.
Had I seen the setup process for, like, do they talk to the gargoyle, or, like, what's...
That is
That
a
kind of stuff.
different teleportation process. That uses,
Dang it.
like, big old magical orrery and, like, fancy planar magics.
Dang it.
This is a more mundane magic, as it were. You've seen
Robust.
Delnis use this when you went with her, like, yesterday to her home, where you just stand on it, say where you want to go, and say the password.
Okay. She kind of steps on it,
Okay.
and she says, residence of artist artesian, password Fidan?
And the 5-6 of you are the the goblin. Its eyes
goblin.
make a little face, and you are all instantly
Makes a little pout
teleported
face.
Holy shit, that was
to.
That is so sad.
we know
Like,
artists
you-
so well.
Imagine if
No
that
wonder you're
But
sad.
Imagine
But
if-
what if this was the password before the man
Exactly.
went missing and she picked it?
Oh
Like,
my
oh
he
god.
my
was
God.
like they kept picking like other things, but he just could not remember. So she's like, okay, fine, we're gonna use my name. You can't mess that up.
Oh.
No wonder he's so sad. He is constantly reminded about his dead wife.
Well,
We
yeah.
don't know that
Well-
she's dead.
So you
What the
find
fuck?
yourselves teleported about 30 feet away from the artesian cottage in the middle of the small thicket of trees.
I did
It
it.
seems to be young trees. The stone floor is like the forest floor. There's a small stone circle, as if there was a teleportation circle here, and it has just not been kept up. And the trees have been able to grow up and kind of cover it. But you're in the woods, as it were, like a very thin section of woods, right next to the house.
Okay, so we know the password. We got all that stuff. I'm gonna keep his personal journal safe because that man cannot keep anything safe in his worldly possessions.
Yes.
So I'll keep that with me until he's back,
Including himself.
including himself. So
Gollum.
so we have our location. We've been like, you guys have been talking to people, right? Like putting up posters, that kind of stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
What do the four of you want to do? Are you gonna go and clean up Artis's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
As,
that will be so sad.
as someone as a character who's going to go into host mode again, is there anything else that we need like for the house? Like I guess while we're cleaning, she'll try and like put an inventory in of like what is in the house to give to guests when they come over and what needs to be picked up.
Well, I mean, let's think about this for a second. Like if we're giving our guests something, what would we give them besides food?
I think that was
Probably
the
just
only thing
food
that we
and
offered.
drinks, right?
That was the only
Yeah, I
thing we offered
thought-
in the letter, right?
That's what it was.
Yeah,
I'm
just
pretty
snacks.
sure. Just
Okay, yeah.
snacks.
So like
So we
just
can get
seeing what
snacks.
food is in like the pantries and stuff.
What does he have in
Nothing.
his
If
fridge?
If you remember, he doesn't. If you
He
remember
has
correctly,
oatmeal.
he doesn't have
He
food.
has, like, a
He
bowl of
literally does not
oatmeal.
have food. If you recall, it's like literally just like some rotted veggies on
Why
his
the fuck
counter.
does he not
Okay,
have food
fine.
again?
Because he doesn't take care of himself.
Oh my god.
Okay, so there's nothing. Okay, so there's nothing in his kitchen. So I'm going to
Yeah.
go back to the student center and I'm gonna get some food, because
Okay.
that's what
All
the
right.
posters were talking about. So I'm gonna get food. Anything
Okay.
else that you guys need me to pick up while I'm there and you guys are cleaning up?
Not pick up, but I think that we should have somebody like wait when it's midnight. We should have somebody like wait
Mhm.
by the voyages to like let people in and like give them the password, since people aren't going to know that that's the password. So that's something we'll have to focus on.
I could do that.
But I think perfect.
Like, do you guys have an idea of how many people are going to be there?
No idea.
Well, okay. I got 20 posters and I put them up. There's one in the archives and there's like a bunch in the halls. So theoretically, that could mean a lot of people see it. I don't know how many people are going to want to come. Integrity was talking to some like classmates. I feel like we should at least 10, hopefully, right? Like at least 10 people are going to be like, yeah, it's a cool, mysterious event at midnight. Not everyone here is just into like books and reading and that kind of thing, right? Not that those things are bad, but there's got to be people who are like, yeah, I want to do cool experiment shit.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, like Winsler, if you want to be at like the entrance, like we all know the password already, but we're gonna probably have to tell Artist to change his password when you get him back.
I can be the honorary bouncer.
Perfect.
Oh hell yeah, honorary bouncer.
He should probably change his password anyway. It's really easy to guess and very
I'm surprised
sad.
somebody hasn't guessed it already and like committed crimes in here.
Well, crimes were committed in here, Windsor, if you recall correctly.
This place is not like
I mean, before
up
that,
to
just like normally.
cleanliness.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, while we're here, I'm gonna probably clean up the teleportation pad as well.
I could probably get some help with that.
Golem.
Well, not Dave.
Aw.
I could
Yuck.
I could just enchant small items to help.
That's a
hear
good
me out.
idea.
How we're actually, you know what? I'm sorry I was so quick to. Yeah, you're right. That's actually a good idea.
I'll have to take a look in
I'm
his
sorry.
tool shed and maybe his like linen closet to see if he keeps any tools in there.
Okay. I'm picturing this just being like a Fantasia
It
style.
really
like,
is. That's exactly
little
what I'm thinking.
montage.
Hey, Integrity. She calls out to Integrity, who's in the like little like yard. Do you need me to bring you any snacks while I'm gone picking up snacks for the thing?
Integrity, you're standing amidst rotten and dead vegetables in a dead vegetable garden. It's dire all around you.
Wait, you're getting more snacks?
More snacks? I thought there's no snacks here.
I got a basket full of snacks from the dining hall.
Oh, okay. She walks down and she's like, okay, I'll put that in the kitchen then. And like, what did you grab anyway?
Yeah, everyone take a moment. There was hot noodles, or spicy noodles. That was a thing. I don't know if that's something you grabbed. There was big baskets of rolls. But what else was at dining hall tonight?
Pork buns.
There was pork buns.
Ooh.
Beet and chestnut soup.
There was beaten chestnut soup.
Corn pudding.
There was corn pudding.
I just imagine like
Is that a thing?
chicken.
Yeah, I had it when I was at Nathan's grandparents at Thanksgiving.
Oh, so it's a weird Southern person thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Barbecued chicken breasts.
There's barbecue chicken breasts, corn pudding, beet and chestnut stew, pork buns, and spicy noodles, and dinner rolls.
Speaking of, I can't just imagine Integrity like taking this from the dining hall.
Okay, so of that selection, what would she take then?
No,
Just
she
pour a
took
bunch
all
of
of those.
soup. All of it.
There's
Just
just,
put
like,
bowls full of
bowls.
soup.
There's like
Yeah.
little like to-go containers of soup.
Yes. And so Integrity, you can bring that, and Sarah enough to bring that into Artis's actual home. It's rough
As
in
opposed to
here.
his fake home.
Yeah.
You mean his office?
That's staring up his pocket.
And you can all otherwise prepare.
Does Windsor have the polymorph potion?
Yeah,
do.
Winsler. It's a small
yeah.
little like 5 milliliter little vial of dark red liquid. If you recall, Celty wore it around her neck and kind of just gave it to you to keep whatever you wanted and do whatever you wanted with it, Winsler.
Yup.
Is there any preparations in terms of like putting the artist's new body on a table, maybe? And by new body, I mean the golem Dave.
Is there a large enough table that we can move outside in the yard?
There's a bed. The artist's bed.
Okay.
That works.
Might be nice for him to wake up in
Okay,
a
let's do that.
familiar place.
I cast
Yeah,
levitate
wake
on the
up
bed
in-
and we pushed it
Oh
outside.
damn! I really wanted all of us to carry it together.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
You
all
we'll
carry
do
it
that
together.
way.
Give me athletics checks, everyone.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
a group exercise.
It's gonna be so lopsided.
Strong Sarah Neps.
I'll roll
Strong
for
Sarah
Delmas,
Neps.
too.
Strong
Somehow
Sarah
I do well on
Neps.
this.
17.
Because that's a 15 plus 4 for a 19.
Ah, damn, you're stronger than Strong Sarah Neps.
Delna's got a 19 minus 2.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
damn.
Nice.
I got a flat 13.
I also got a flat 13.
Okay. the
A little bit lopsided.
Yes, it's a lopsided affair.
The three tallest people are the strongest.
You do.
That's a good episode title.
Yeah, it is. You push it through the big accordion-style deck doors. Some of you get down onto the bottom, dirty dirt.
As opposed to the clean dirt.
Your
Dirty dirt.
Dirty dirt.
Your brain never just stop. You would get onto the ground instead of the deck and can like do that thing where someone like the thing you do where you're trying to get furniture out of the back of a truck and you're like at different heights and you can pull it down onto the dirt and lay it and set it up there so that there's ample room for everyone to crowd around it when there's a body in there. And we leave the group doing these preparations idly. Was there anything that you all say as they are completed? As everything is set and the way you want it to be, is there anything anyone says to one another?
I really hope this works.
Yeah, me too.
I'm proud of our teamwork. I wish we could have this kind of teamwork under better circumstances.
Yeah.
Gollum.
Hey, when we make artists look like artists again, like, are we gonna have it like when we first met artists? We could like reduce the bags under his eyes a little, you know, make him look a little
maybe. I feel like
less stressed.
Does
That might
anybody
be
have
kind
like
nice
a
thing to
picture
do.
of him?
I'm going to
There's a
go.
picture inside, isn't there?
I'm going to run inside, grab the painting that they have from like
You
long time ago.
Run inside, and you see the patched up wall where something was thrown. Yogg was thrown through the wall, and see the like kind of like sun faded outline of where a portrait was. If you recall, it got broken when Nesca came.
Mm-hmm.
Completely broken?
Completely broken. It was in Artis's office actually, as like a kind of like broken rolled up thing.
Are there any other pictures?
Make an investigation check for me.
paintings?
Make an investigation check for me.
I want there to be
Oh,
like,
boy.
like a picture of him when like they were in like their early romance, but like there's like
I
also
got
their
21.
teen angst stage.
Oh!
17
A
plus
20.
4.
Okay. Integrity Atterbury, you climb up the... What?
Integrity
What did I say?
Albert.
Integrity Idleberry, you climb up the ladder to the kind of loft space here in Artis's cottage. You walk over, looking through the books on people's desks, aka Fidan and Artis's desks, and on the bookshelves and such. And then you see it, the book that Artis wrote, the one that has a beautiful title. Fuck.
What is it? What is that? What is the book?
It's a book.
It's like a
about-
long rambling
Yeah.
thesis.
Oh
I
no.
really lost your month.
I found it.
Oh, excellent.
Artistic Resonance Theory, The Effects of Elemental Convergence Zones on the Creative Mind, a Historical Review by A. Artesian.
Oh my
So
fucking
Integrity,
God.
you are walking by, you see the cover framed above Fidan's desk, and then you take a second to look, and you like peek underneath, and there's like a small little cubby, and it seems that there's the fully intact copy of it under there, just with the cover that she cut off, presumably, and you grab it and pull it, flip to the very last page, and there it is. A small painting, or like a printed version of a painting of Artis, looking like a bit younger than, like, the equivalent of like a 30-year-old in the book, as opposed to his regular, like, 47-year-old self.
That's not that big of a difference.
No, it's not. He looks younger. He has a weak smile in this portrait, and like his hair pulled back into a ponytail, and doesn't have intense stress. Doesn't have intense stressful wrinkles on his face.
Not
or
yet.
anything of the matter. Not yet.
We'll fix that.
And you can grab this and run downstairs, Integrity, or run down the ladder, Integrity.
Run
to
down
present
the
this
ladder.
Slide
to
down the
your
ladder.
friends. Yes.
I found a pretty young picture of Artis, but I think that it should cover it. It still looks pretty much like him, just slightly younger.
Yeah, we can just say he had
Great,
like a
let's do
spa
it.
week while he
Yeah,
was missing.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can set that book down kind of on the bed. You're all standing in the yard looking at it, being like, yeah, this will work. Reassuring yourselves and hoping beyond hope that it will work and the magic won't go wrong. As the golem stands looming and goes, Gollum. You think that's going to be Artis in like a couple hours.
Yikes.
And that's where we'll leave this episode of Trials and Trebuchets.
Okay.
Sarah, can you give us an outro? Please and
Absolutely.
thank you.
Hey everybody, we hope that you enjoyed this episode of Trials and Trebuchets. If you did, it would help us out so much if you were to leave a rating or a review on whatever podcatcher app you use. We read every single one,
Yes.
we share them around, they bring us great delight, and they also just really help us get the word out. If you're interested in seeing maps, teasers, fan art, and other exclusive content, you can follow us on Instagram or Twitter at Trials and Trebs. We also have a Discord server, and if you would like to chat with us and other listeners, share thoughts, art, theories, just a good time, anything like that, you can find that link in our episode descriptions. Finally, for those of you who want to be a little bit extra generous and show us that special level of support, we have a Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/trialsandtrebs, which really helps us keep the literal and the metaphorical lights on here. And if you become a patron, you can get some really incredible rewards, like getting to have your own student NPC.
Like
Was-
Nadrai, who
Hell
was
yeah.
created by the one and only Lady Gold. Thank you very
Whoa.
much.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yes, I can't wait to use her to whoop Swim's asses.
No.
in the
Good
Doom.
luck.
Good luck.
Thank you, Lady Gold. And for people who also would like to pledge on the Patreon, you also have benefits like getting to listen to blooper reels, getting to get
Bloopers.
episodes of Conversations and Catapults out early, and also other stuff.
Oh boy, I love other stuff.
Wow.
Pending.
That's the best one.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's it.
See you next week.
Thanks.
Bye,
See you next week,
Thank
everybody.
you so
Thank
much,
you.
everyone. Hope you
It's
enjoy
true.
the other stuff.
Next
Oh,
week.
also you get to vote on Patreon bonus episodes
Bye.
and hear them early.
Ah!